from her reign as Miss Black Teen New York to DJing at great college stations like Hunter College, John Jay College, and WSSB at South Carolina University. Then working with the biggest names in R&B and soul music, Cosandra Calloway has seen it all and done it all. Until now. Premiering with just 96 listeners on Blog Talk Radio in 2009, she quickly grew to over 3 million faithful listeners on Calloway Live, all while interviewing her favorite television, movie, and music stars. She quickly became known as the go-to red carpet hostess. RMC On Air presents the Cosandra Calloway Show, covering growth in mind, body, and spirit, as well as your favorite celebrity interviews. Starting her 7th season here on RMC On Air, here's your hostess with the mostest, Cosandra Calloway.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I feel like I'm Truman right now, but my name is Cosandra Calloway. They call me the hostess with the mostest. I'm here on rmconair.com and blogtalkradio.com. Today is November 7th. 2015. I want to say hello to all my people that are watching here on RMC and on CallowayMedia.com. Now, if you want to speak to Miss Avery or Mr. Knowles, give us a call at 323-965-1600. That number again is 323-965-1600. Today's show, I'm going to start off with congratulations, I guess, to Janice Dickerson. Guys, take a look at what Janice put out a couple of months ago regarding Bill Cosby. And now that Bill Cosby has to testify in a hearing, let's see what Janice has to say. Hey.
I think that I have mixed emotions.
And Janice,
my feelings.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
My feelings are that I've been, not only all of these women, and even the women that haven't come forward, have been holding on to this, and we have been called liars, and we have been called, fabricating these lies and making false allegations against this big America's dad, hero, power, narcissistic cause. I'm very upset, and I'm embarrassed for his fans that he has deceived for all of these years, more than 30. I've been holding on to this since 1982, and I am just extremely upset. I do not feel vindicated. I do not feel. I don't feel. Any. Yippee-ki-yay.
And at that particular time, she wasn't feeling vindicated because Bill Cosby was saying that they were all lying. Now it's come out that there's a deposition that says that he did give certain people, whether they wanted it or not, it's still up in the air. But now he has to testify in a hearing regarding Miss Dickerson. Now, I had the pleasure of speaking to Beverly Johnson on the red carpet during Night of 100 Stars on Oscar night. And we also talked about her, and there can't be allegations now, her accusing the cause of sexual assault. And any women out there, we know that how hard it is to let people know when things have happened to us. And for these 30 some odd women to have been saying over the last couple of years that this has been happening regarding Bill Cosby, and now there is some kind of vindication. Schools are actually sending the money back that he may have donated over the years. Hopefully justice will be served for Beverly Johnson, Janice Dickerson, and all the other women who are dealing with this particular case, and any other women that are dealing with or surviving being sexually assaulted or raped by someone that they know or not know. So Janice Dickerson, we say congratulations to you for finally getting the cause on record at your deposition. Now, there's some new segments that I'm about to bring up. I noticed when we're watching the shows and we're having our after party, I mess up a whole lot. So this segment's going to call, excuse me, miss, take a look. Hey. Excuse me, miss. What's your name? Good evening. It's October 9th. This is Cosandra Calloway, and I'm live on the red carpet for the Living Legends Awards. This is the 19th annual Living Legends Awards, and coming up soon, I'm about to interview one of the board of directors. It's 7th and 8th at the Wilshire Ebell Theater. And Beth, what is the name of the play again?
It is Aim Angry Insecure Men, and it's November 6th and 7th at the Wilshire Eville Theater.
Find Dawn Lewis's number in that phone for me, please, because we will be calling Dawn Lewis, because on December 3rd, I will be at the Saban Theater on stage. Excuse me, miss. I think I'm going to come up with a whole nother title for that particular segment, because as I noticed when I'm watching the videos, boy, wait till you see the... Excuse me, Cassandra, I don't know... Maybe I'm talking a little too fast, but December 3rd should have been December 13th. I'm talking to... You saw it, guys, and you're going to see more of my mistakes because it's my show, and why not laugh at myself? This is how we're doing it. What I'm going to show you next is the, well, I forgot. Oh, another segment that I'm going to do. And this segment, you guys know I've been in the industry for a long time, and I've been like a little fly on the wall. So the fly on the wall segment is going to come also the 7th, for season 7 here on RMC. So take a look. Hey.
You know the fly's been around for a long time. And the fly's gonna tell you some things. Cause I've been on some walls, yo. I've been on some walls. Join the fly. On Calloway Drive. Join the fly on Calloway after dark now. Join the fly. Come on as we fly into this Calloway nation this season. We're gonna do hot topics and gossip. We're gonna talk about some of your ratchetest, I mean your ratchetest shows. So join me. The fly, here in the Calloway Nation. Boy, that's how we do it now. Join the fly, join the fly.
That's right, join me, the fly on the wall. Can you imagine the stories I have about hanging out with Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Halle Berry, Vivica Fox, Margaret Avery? I might have some flies on the wall for you, so join us. Coming in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing some segments or me telling stories about different things that happen as a fly on the wall. Now, I'm saying happy birthday to I have a lot of friends, and we're going to get through this because I have some friends who I love and have some family members. So the first birthday shout out goes to my girl, Angela Parker. Angie Parker, I know you're mad at me right now because the only picture of yourself you had up on Facebook was this picture right here. So if you put up another picture other than food, I'd put up a picture of you looking your age right now. So Angie Parker, you know how much I love you. You and Corey have been hanging with me since my first celebrity basketball game. You're lucky I didn't put that picture up because Corey's like 5 or 6 years old. The next person I want to say happy birthday to is my boy Barrett. Now right now I should be holding my mic, but the mic flag that you guys see that with the double C's, this gentleman who I met at Reality Rally 2 years ago made the mic flag. So I say, Barrett, happy birthday to you as well. So now the next birthday is my dog. When I say this girl's my dog, she was actually in the Miss Black Teen New York pageant the year that I was giving up my title. Her name is Jackie Farmer. Jackie Farmer, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm so sorry I missed you in New York when I was home, but the next time I come home, Jackie, we have to hang out. We've got Latin Quarter story. We have so much history to talk about, and I want to see, I know you have some pictures from when you were running as Miss Black Teen New York. So please give us a call, 323-965-700, if you want to talk to us live now, and tell me if you have some pictures from back in the day. The next birthday I have to send out is to, I want to call him my brother because he is a brother to me. His name is Kenneth Crouch. Kenneth Crouch is an amazing producer. He's actually the nephew to Andre Crouch, who just recently passed away earlier this year. He makes amazing music. I had the pleasure of dealing and hanging out with Kenneth and his brother Keith when I was working for Tony. And so Kenneth makes amazing music. So Kenneth Crouch, I say happy birthday to you. Now, also sending happy birthdays out, I'm sending happy birthdays out to Lizzie. Now, Lizzie, I forgot who told me to tell you happy birthday. It was an Ernest. No, actually, Lizzie's all the way from Germany. My boy DJ T Nice. Lizzie, I want to say happy birthday to you too, coming all the way from Germany. My name's Cosandra Calloway. You don't know me, but I hope you enjoyed that birthday shout out that I sent to you. And DJ T Nice, enjoy your show that you do on the Calloway Nation every Thursday at 6 p.m. So Lizzie, happy birthday to you as well. Now, the next guy, I can call him my brother because he is a brother because he grew up with me. His name is Mackie Revelle. Matthew, they call you, but we call you Mackie. Hey, Mackie, why didn't we date when we were young? Oh, because you were Melvin's best friend. Mackie, happy birthday to you, and tell your mom and your sisters and the whole Revelle family, I say happy birthday. My last birthday shout out is going to one I want to call the person who might have gotten my body to look kind of like this, because I started doing her yoga. She actually made me my own yoga tape. Megan Townsend Kennedy. And I say Kennedy because she is related to the Kennedys. So that's right. You see the poses she's doing right there? She's showing me, well, I can't do those, but she's going to show me how to do something like that. So Megan Townsend Kennedy, I say happy birthday to you. If you want your birthday shout outs, give me a call at 323-302-2820. Or send me an email at info@calloway.com. So now you're going to take a look at who's on the show, and you're going to hear from our title sponsor, Funky Sticks, and you're going to help me the streets. Hey!
You're rocking with Calloway, talking about what's hot today. Sports, music, it's all good. Yeah, this is
Hey, what's up, everybody? There's so many people out there that are hungry and homeless during this time of year, and I make it a point that I feed them. So I need your help once again, because I want to feed the streets on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So why don't you hit me up at 323-302-2820. I need your help. There's no place too far here in Los Angeles for me or one of my team to come get whatever you want to donate to help us feed the streets for 2015. Come on, everybody. I know you want to feed the streets. I know you want to help. Hey!
Funky Sticks first hit the market in 1991, setting out to provide the market with more of a diverse variety of scents that had a lasting potency. Today, that's exactly what Funky Sticks offers. As the originators of vacuum sealing incense sticks, Funky Sticks are soaked for over 48 hours, sealed for a stronger aromatic presence, quick and effective, stored in resealable bags. Funky Sticks guarantees to always be fresh and wet. The wetter ones are the better ones. You can find Funky Sticks in over 120 retail outlets in Los Angeles County and at our wholesale affiliates in downtown Los Angeles and the city of Gardena. Funky Sticks can be used to replace unpleasant scents for aromatherapy. This year, Funky Sticks offers over 80 scents, incense sprays, body oils, burning oils, as well as a winter collection of candles. We guarantee to always be funky fresh. Funky Sticks. The wetter, the better. FUNKESTIXX.
Oh, that's right. Funky Sticks, 1431 South La Brea. And the scent for this month is vanilla. And all the guests, even Matthew calling in, will be receiving some Funky Sticks. So go to 1431 South La Brea Avenue. Make sure you tell Funky Sticks that Cosandra Calloway sent you, and tell him you want some Caliosity. And here's the deal. He might make up your own fragrance. Now, you're going to have to pay for it. But he can do anything that you want. That's my boy over at Funky Sticks. So the scent of the month is vanilla, and all the guests are going to have some before they get out of here. I don't know if I can light any up in the studio. I don't want Mr. Morris to come in here and call the fire department on me, but Funky Sticks, the wetter, the better. My name is Cosandra Calloway. Today is November 7th, and you know what time it is. It's my recap time, and I'm going to only recap one show because I have Margaret Avery in the studio, the incredible Margaret Avery. And then we're going to be talking with Matthew Knowles, the DNA of Achievers. So this is how we're making things happen here in Calloway Nation. So I'm going to start off, and the only one that I'm going to do today is Empire. I got my 4 lions, and I got my cookie. Let me tell you something. Cookie, girl, you served it up. Let me tell you something. I'm on Cookie. You served it up to this week. Now, I'm not talking about that shirt with the cats on it, but when you came and went for them and you pulled out the gun, and I'm a little lion, let your mama do her job. Okay, you're going to pull out a gun. You're going to pull out a gun, little lion, then you better use it. Your mama Cookie showed them how it gets done. If y'all weren't feeling Cookie, I'm telling you right now, man, these cookies are pretty good. They're just as good as cookies, and the content that we received today on Wednesday on Empire. So now, Little Lion, I don't know what's going on with you. You know, I don't know. I've never had anybody hit me in the head with a gun and punk me out, but you got kidnapped, so you're supposed to have a little distress. But to get on stage and act like you can't sing, and then go into, and then you look at the girl, and then you snap back in. Come on now. This girl, come on, Little Lion. You got to do better than that. You know, now, Lee Daniels, I'm kind of feeling you. You gave me content with Cookie. But these guys, this week, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to watch next week's to check this out because I'm not feeling it. This one wants to shoot guns. This one is acting like he's married or the religious thing. Lucius, no matter what goes on, Lucius is the man. And then we got Middle Lion. And Middle Lion, your man cheated on you. I'm so sorry. There's others, and then I can't say, hey, has he ever been with a woman? Oh, no, he did once in the first season. I think they had a girlfriend, they got married. I was like, come over this way, I might be able to flip you. No, it's just a show, I'm just playing. Empire, Lee Daniels, giving me content. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I think we have some phone lines going on right now. And actually, I'm going to go to the phone lines because my girl from years, who I just said happy birthday to, I want to say what's going on. Jackie Farmer, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. That was such a beautiful shout out you did to me. What a wonderful surprise.
Well, Jackie, how could I not? I see you. I'm on Facebook, and I feel like we're better Facebook friends than we are personal friends, even though I've known you half my life.
I know. We did, what was it, Miss Black Teens New York?
That's correct. Now, were you, I judged it, because we weren't in it the same year. I judged the year that you were in. That's correct, right?
You judged it the year that I was in, right. You were turning over your crown.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget that I had to turn over my crown?
To the next one.
Well, Jackie, I see you on Facebook. It looks like you're in love. I see your family, and I just want to say thank you for being my friend for over the years, and I can't wait. When I come to New York the next time, we have to hook up.
Yes, we will definitely hook up. It's been too long.
Are you gonna make me some beans and rice?
And the fried pork chop.
Oh.
And the fried plantains. Don't forget about that.
That's what I'm talking about. I want some fried plantains. I want some fried pork chops. I want you to just give it to me. I want my Spanish Harlem meal from you.
Well, you got it, Mama. I'm not going to keep you. Keep doing your thing. I love you so much, and I can't wait till you come back to New York.
I love you too, Jackie, and you keep it up too, and keep that smile. And we know good black don't crack, and I'll see you in a little while.
All right, Mama. Take care.
Hey,
I love you.
Love you too. I'm Cosandra Calloway, and check this out. Check out what's going on the red carpet, how I get down, and I'm coming back. I've got Margaret Avery in the studio. Hey, tell me which comic said these particular lines.
Wow, okay.
Now, I'd like to know what you're playing for, Lunel.
Yeah, what am I playing for?
Okay, so let me play for this. Okay, so in the Cosandra Calloway show lunchbox, we have... Let's see.
There's something to eat?
Ooh, actually, this is the Lunel kit. We have a personal fan.
Nice.
Okay. Some pop rocks.
Love it.
Some eyelashes with some bling.
Okay, guys, Halloween.
Some plain eyelashes.
Okay, I'll take lashes
and
all
after
day.
she puts all that on and gets cool, your own selfie stick.
Oh my God, a little baby. Oh my God, I got a selfie stick.
Okay, so that's in the Cosandra Calloway.
Do I get the lunchbox as well?
No, these are for sale on CallowayMedia.com. This is where you can get one of these.
Oh, that's so cute. I remember my lunchbox.
Now, in my bootleg lunchbox,
yes,
you can possibly win Morris Chestnuts Red Hots. I took these off of the set of Rosewood. So now you can have some Morris Chestnuts Red Hots.
My cousin was in the first episode of Rosewood.
Really? Okay,
yeah. Did you see it?
No, but we'll talk about it later. No, yes, I did. Or the Linnell package. So are you ready, Miss Linnell?
Linnell package.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, so Linnell.
Hey, what's up, everybody? There's so many people out there that are hungry and homeless during this time of year, and I make it a point that I feed them. So I need your help once again, because I want to feed the streets on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So why don't you hit me up at 323-302-2820. I need your help. There's no place too far here in Los Angeles for me or one of my team to come get whatever you want to donate to help us feed the streets for 2015. Come on, everybody. I know you want to feed the streets. I know you want to help.
Hey, I know you want to help, and I know you want me to get into this Margaret Avery interview, so check out what I got. Hey, take a look. I've got Margaret Avery in studio, and I can't believe I'm singing. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady has been nominated for an Oscar. I'm not going to say Academy Award, because that to me sounds slight. She was nominated for an Oscar for her role in The Color Purple. Now, she has done Cool Breeze, Terror House, Magnum Force, and Eye for Eve, Hell Up in Harlem, Which Way Is Up, I went back and rewatched Which Way Is Up last night because I forgot how funny that was. Scott, The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, another one of my favorites.
Did you say the bitch? The what?
The fish. The fish. No, because we don't. No, The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, with the men in the little tiny shorts when they were playing back in the day when basketball players really had the little shorts and the big long socks going on.
Dr. J was hot then.
Now, you know what? Now, I'm not even going to read off your credits anymore. I'm going to ask you some questions because you've been with some really handsome men. Now, The Fish That Saved, we're going to take it back. The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Dr. J. How was it like being around those athletes?
It was really pretty. Well, I really wasn't into basketball that much, and I didn't realize how hot they really were until afterwards. But it was fun working with him. He kind of had a jealous wife at that time, I think, because he couldn't do a love scene without being really nervous. And I said, "Hey, guy, get rid of the wife. We got to do this scene. This is your hobby, but this is my living. We got to make this real." So I understand she's no longer with her, so it's okay to say that.
Okay, because now I actually had the pleasure of meeting Dr. J.
Nice man, very nice.
Nice man and handsome. Mm-hmm. We were at the '95 championship when Houston played Orlando, and I don't want to say I groupied out, but he was standing there, and I was just standing there like, "Hi, Dr. J." And I said, I wasn't going to do anything corny. Like, when I met Billy D. Williams, I was like, "Do you want my hand to fall off?" And I'm like, you know how many people that have probably said that to him? So I was like, okay, I just love me
Women
sometimes.
probably threw their underwear at him. He was a hot matinee idol at that time, because we did Scott Joplin together, and I didn't realize, just the week before, I thought it was, is it Ebony? With he and Diana Ross, and the women were just, when he came on screen, they were, I said, "Oh my God!" And within 2 weeks, I was working with him in the TV film Scott Joplin. So
that it was like, to go through your bio and history. A lot of the movies that you starred in or co-starred in are some of the best movies that were made at that time.
At that time,
because
yes.
Which Way Is Up was before Eddie Murphy and the Clumps and all that, where Richard did, and I did a thing on Richard about 2 weeks ago, because his birthday is December 1st, the same as mine, and I just watched his PBS special. But he brought comedy and an element to filmmaking.
Genius. No one tops him. No one tops him. And I'm sure that most of the comedians today talk about him and say that he was a role model for them. He was just a genius. He took reality and made comedy out of it. And I mean, you know that he was an old soul, because he just made you visualize. When we had albums, we were listening to albums, and he would talk about these characters, and you could visualize him. He was a genius, and I had the fortune to meet his daughter, Rain, prior, and she's wonderful. She's got her one-woman show, and I think it's just fabulous that she does her own thing. She does a part in her show that talks about her father, and she has her own element. Hats off to her. She's brilliant.
Now, we just jumped in to just talk about movies, but for those people who might not know, can you tell us a little bit how your career started, please?
Well, I have to say that at the very beginning, my foundation was doing free theater, just anything I could do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the Nate Holden Theater now to talk about theater. But at that time, it was called the Ebony Showcase here in L.A. But I had studied, and once blacks were able to do television, I was able to get started because Clint Eastwood saw me in a play, and he cast me in Magnum Force, and that started my TV career. But my experience for film came through the blaxploitation films.
Was Cabin in the Sky a black exploitation film? Would that be considered?
No, I wouldn't say that.
So what
Cabin in the Sky?
Yeah.
Well, that was years. I mean, that was probably, in the 30s?
Mm-hmm. So what would be considered black
The black
exploitation?
exploitation, well, as I define it, it was like in the 60s and early 70s where there were, I call it this, white writers who cast blacks, and then we had white producers, white directors, and then they took the black film and into the community of the blacks and made the money, but we as actors didn't make any money. And that was it. And I understand that those films at the time happened when Hollywood was very down, and we brought Hollywood back. And they took those same storylines of blaxploitation films and put them in television and did Streets of San Francisco, Kojak, and all of those things that these babies now don't remember. But you may see them on the reruns on cable TV.
Now that we have the internet and it's so easy or somewhat easy to find some of these old things, because doing my research for you, you have like something like 600 pages on YouTube. Like,
is that
well, no, I
right?
think it was like 60 pages or something like that.
Do you think it's all true? Because I have a lot of stuff out there that they got me married to this old white man. I mean, so I said, he looks like, I mean, people would think, oh my goodness, she had herself a good sugar daddy. I have no idea who that man was.
But now, aren't you married?
I am married.
And you've been with your husband for years. Like you're the love of your life. Like, tell that story, please.
Well, I'm not married to the same man, but I've always had a mate. Well, let's say I went a long time without a mate, and I can identify with single women and the difficulty that is, particularly in an environment such as Los Angeles, that I don't find is really family oriented. It's very difficult. But I'm with someone now that's been 18 years, and he's the love of my life, my rock. I don't talk about him that much. I try to keep my private life separate. But he's the guy that still loves me without the makeup, without the wigs or hair extensions, and he sees me when I wake up in the morning, and he still loves me.
So he goes to bed with Suge, and he wakes up with Suge. He goes to bed with Margaret, and he wakes up with Margaret. Because some people think that, like, I don't remember who said it, they go to Marilyn Monroe, they go to bed with Marilyn, and then they wake up with Jean.
Oh, well, I mean, in the movies, they got us looking so good when we wake up. You still got the lashes on and the rouge, and, hey, when you wake up, you got stanky breath. You don't want to be, you're not kissing and carrying on. You're trying to clean all that reality up, But I'm hoping that our young folks today, as far as, and I'm going to go take it here, know that you don't meet somebody and jump in the bed with them. That's in the movies. I mean, develop a relationship. There's just too much people thinking that TV, the film, is real. It is not real. You don't just meet somebody and start screwing them.
It doesn't. And we're gonna bring it back to people just sleeping around, because being Mary Jane, I mean, I love Gabby, but her character the guy she's sleeping with this week. Before I group you out on the fine guy, this is what I'm gonna do. We're talking about being single. The next gentleman who's gonna join this conversation, not only is he the creator of and birthed Beyonce and Single Ladies and all the other things, we have Mr. Matthew Knowles joining the Calloway Nation.
Oh, great.
So right after this intro, we'll be right back with the incredible Mr. Matthew Knowles, because his book is called The DNA of Achievers. And we're achievers, and let's see what else he can teach us.
Okay.
Hey!
We will not have a textbook, because I am the book. Meaning artists don't know how to get in this vicious industry called entertainment that has 99% failure rate. And I always say, if you live your passion, you never work a day in your life.
From Gadsden, Alabama, with a dream in his pocket and an unwavering passion and a drive to make a difference, the empowerment of others, and the determination to become the best.
Just stay on. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she isn't. Yes, she is.
That's right. Coming to the phone lines in this interview next is Mr. Matthew Knowles. I had the great pleasure for the last month of doing my history and making sure I was prepared not only for Miss Avery, but for Mr. Knowles as well, because you might just think Destiny's Child, but this man has run record companies. He was the highest grossing sales manager at Xerox. And so he can tell us how to become, not because we're not looking, like he says, I'm not trying to be Oprah. I'm trying to be Cosandra. So I'm not trying to be the next Oprah. I'm trying to be the best Cosandra. And with this book and some of the seminars he's doing, he's showing you that to take your own talent and not try to copy, but not copy and be that person, but take the formula that he's created to become that person. Coming to the Cosandra Calloway Show right now, Mr. Matthew Knowles, welcome.
Hi, Cosandra. How you doing today?
I am doing great and honored that you are here to tell us about the DNA of Achievers. But before we go into this book, of course, you know, we have to start off with you and the whole phenomenon of Destiny's Child and Beyonce and the creation that you created and how you changed how people listen and watch music.
Well, you know, I feel very honored that you said that. But first, was the young lady speaking? I was on hold and I was listening to your interview. What's her name, Miss Avery?
That is, yes, that is Margaret Avery.
Hi there.
Hi, how you doing, Miss Avery? I really enjoyed I just got to tail end of what you were saying, and I just wanted to say I really was sitting here just enjoying listening, and it made me kind of feel good and bad. Bad that you and I both, people say all sorts of crazy stuff. Well, kind of good to know I'm not the only one.
That's a part of being. It just comes with the territory.
It just comes with the territory, doesn't it, dear?
And I'm honored because I have such history between on the phone and in the studio. Miss Avery's career is countless, and then all of the music. I mean, you've managed everybody from Nas to. Tell us a little bit about the beginning part of your career after Xerox and after the whole real estate. Let's just dive right on into this music thing.
Well, you know, I did leave corporate America after 20 years, and I transitioned. I mean, I planned it. I was strategic about it. And I talk about that in my book about being strategic with your planning. And so I did a lot of seminars. I actually went back to school. I went to a community college here in Houston called Houston Community College. I took 3 courses. I took artist management, I took production, and I took lighting. And I wanted to understand some of the technical aspects and some of the management aspects. And I went probably to 20 seminars as I got into this industry. And I think that's really important, as I was hearing earlier, for young people to know that you really have to get education, and you also have to really establish and build relationships. And so that's what I did. And I actually started out when I formed Music World Entertainment. My first signed artist to a major record label was a rapper here in Houston that I signed to MCA Records. At that time, they were the hot, especially for rap and hip-hop label. And then we had Destiny, which then transitioned to Destiny's Child. And when I got into the beginning of the industry, I brought this corporate career with me, and I didn't think I was going into the record business. I thought always I was going into the entertainment and branding business. And that was a different concept for the late 90s. And Destiny's Child came with a new image and a new sound. And then they were getting these branding and endorsement deals. And folks didn't understand the tie-in between them all. And so I was building audience, but using other folks' money rather than just a record label. It was nice to help build that audience with McDonald's and L'Oreal, folks that spent much more money than Columbia Records would ever spend. And so also folks didn't understand. Destiny's Child, bringing corporate America with me, had a customer, and that was females, female empowerment. Those songs were not just going in the studio and being creative. They went in that studio knowing that they wanted to come out with songs that were female empowerment, independent women, bootylicious, some of those songs that we all know turned to be great number one songs.
Well, between this, how do you pick a number one song? Like, did you know Single Ladies was going to do what it did, or how do you pick a number one song?
I always say if I knew a song was going to be a hit, if I absolutely knew that, I would never be doing what I'm doing today. I would just sit in my office and I would just predict songs that were hit, and I would make billions of dollars because every record label would come to me saying, "Hey man, is this a hit?" So no, we don't ever know if it's a hit. We pray, we hope, we hope that it's a hit. But do I know it? I know that it has this sound, but I've never been that person who. And I tell folks when they come into me, turn off for me is for somebody to tell me, "Hey man, this is a hit record." We don't know that.
Well, you said in one of the interviews I heard you say that when people tell you, okay, hey man, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, and then they don't follow through. My tenacity probably makes people upset because that's the biggest thing for me. I follow through. I actually bumped into Andre Johnson, Magic Johnson's son, yesterday as I was walking around. And he told me he has this new company, what they're doing. I was like, hey, come on, let's meet. He was like, when? I'm like, Monday at 3 o'clock. And then I said, text me the address. And then like 2 hours later, he hadn't texted me. I said, hey, text me the address for our meeting on Monday. He's like, wow, you actually followed through. Let people know how.
Well, that's called in my book. I have a whole chapter for that. That's called talk to do ratio. Mm-hmm. The percentage of follow-up that someone says. I call that talk to do ratio.
Right, and that's the thing about it. Some people talk about it and not about it. If I say I'm going to do something because I said I'm going to do it and people are expecting me to achieve it, then I'm going to do it, whether it's going to almost, I don't want to say kill me, but if it's going to take my last, I'm going to do what it takes, and you've done that. Now let's talk about this DNA of achievers. How did you come up with this title?
Well, I travel so much, and I'm sure Ms. Avery can relate to this. And you're on the plane sitting with somebody who you may or may not want to talk to, and they get excited about talking about what they do sometimes. And I started saying, man, as I listen to these folks, they're all basically saying the same thing, those that were highly successful. I started looking at my life and growing up in a little country town in Alabama. And I was looking for the right title. At first I had 10 traits of highly successful people, and that just still didn't have that thing that caught your attention. And I just thought about when we think DNA from a molecular standpoint, but how could we also look at DNA from a perspective that our DNA as professionals? What's our makeup as professionals? What makes us successful as a person? And so that's where I came up with the DNA of achievers.
Now, I know I've had the pleasure of reading this book now. How can people get a copy of this amazing book?
Well, now you can get a copy of it all sorts of ways. You can go on Amazon. You can get hardback there. You can go get the digital version of it. You can go in the next week or so. You can go to any of your major retailers. You can go to Walmart. And also, if you like to get an autograph book, signed book copy, you can go to DNAofachievers.com. And I will personally sign the first edition and mail it back to you.
Well, I got mine as an ebook. So, Miss Avery, don't we want our own copy like us?
Absolutely.
Well, you will get it, Miss Avery.
Okay.
And Cosandra, you both will. I'll make sure we do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so this is what's going to go on.
So you guys are out in California today, right?
Right. I was trying to get you in studio, but I can't get you out of Houston. But maybe the next time you hit Los Angeles, you'll come and honor us and do a show with me here at RMC On Air Live.
I would love to do that.
Okay,
love to do that.
I don't want Angelo and Tracy mad at me, but I'm going to hold you to this. So if I see you on social media, on Twitter and all that, even though I know you don't do that much, I'm coming. I'll be like, RMC 5047 West Pico Boulevard.
I want my book, too.
I'm here doing these 600 emails that I love doing on Saturdays so I can catch up.
Well, what we're going to catch up on is right now, I have a game called Who Said That? And now, seeing that you're in Houston and you're not on Skype, I'm going to just tell you. So we're going to play this game, Who Said That? I wonder if you and Miss Avery can figure out. I did it real easy. Look, I made it so simple. These are lines from The Color Purple and Dreamgirls. And I just want you to tell me who said that. We'll be right back with Matthew Knowles and Margaret Avery and Who Said That. Hey!
Who said that? Welcome to Who Said That?
That's right. Who said that? So, Matthew and Margaret, would you guys like to know what you're playing for?
Okay.
Oh yeah, what are we playing for?
Okay, so what you're playing for? So out of the Cosandra Calloway showbox, we have, and there's an actual lunchbox, Matthew. So that's why you have to come to the studio and get some of this Cosandra Calloway, this Caliosity personally. Okay, so out of the showbox, we have Marsh Chestnuts Red Hots from the Rosewood set. I have Lunel's eyelashes from the last red carpet.
Wow.
I have 3 bags of Pop Rocks. And I have a Cosandra Calloway baby bottle. That's for the first one. Okay? So now, out of the bootleg lunchbox, it is a boot, you know. Matthew, you're just really missing this. Margaret, the bootleg. Okay. Out of the bootleg lunchbox, we have.
Looks like something from the 40s.
Hey, we have a box of raw brown sugar.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. We have a book, a copy of The Help paperback.
All right.
And we have the 40th edition, limited edition laser disc
of Old
Yeller.
Wow.
So this is what you guys are playing for. Okay, so just tell me who said these lines. Okay. The first line is, look at you. You're black, you're poor, you're a woman, you're nothing at all. Second line is...
Which movie?
No, if I tell you the movie, then you'll guess who said it.
Well, you know I know it, so does he know it?
Right. So, exactly. So, Margaret knows it, so Margaret, who's...
Yeah, that was Mr.
That was Mr. Congratulations. Okay, so she got one.
You know I better not miss these from my own movie.
Well, exactly. Okay, all right. The next line is, dreams last forever.
Well, that's got to be from the Dreamgirls.
You know, exactly.
Gotta be from the Dreamgirls.
I couldn't make this any easier.
Let's see, was it Effie?
Okay, the last one is, I think God is pissed off if you walk by The Color Purple in a field and don't notice it. Who said that
It's
line?
got to be from The Color Purple.
Yeah, that was my line. Shug, walking through the color purple. And you know that those flowers grew? They all said that they were not going to grow, but our art department planted those flowers in North Carolina, and they did grow out of season.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really? Wow, see, now, so all of Color Purple was shot in North Carolina?
North Carolina, not all of it. No, the first part of it, the baby birthing scene, that was on Universal Studios.
Wow, you see, that's
at the same time that Amy, at the time that Steven Spielberg, our director, was his wife was giving birth to their son.
Wow,
it's really weird.
That's a whole lot of history going on over there on The Color Purple. Now, how many years has it been since The Color Purple?
34 blessed years. People still remember me.
Wow. Now, it wasn't just your singing, it's just the way you came across on screen. How was it like working Oprah's first movie, Whoopi, Lawrence Fishburne? I mean, everybody in their mama was in that.
Yeah, well, it was just a blessing. It was a project of love, and we just wanted to please Alice Walker, and we were all trying to do our personal best. So for me, I did not enjoy it. It was just a lot of pressure trying to do my personal best. I gained 30 pounds in 30 days to be the weight. And so now I can look back and say, hey, this was a work of just some good stuff.
When you were doing that film, did you know it was going to be the kind of history that it is when you were making it?
Well, remember, all I'd done at that point was television, and then film for me before that was blaxploitation. So just to be on a set that served decent food was a big deal. But we knew that it was a special film, and that we were all very proud of what we were doing. And the challenge was to be the best we could be. So that's when I say I didn't enjoy the film, it's because I was doing the film, in that I was just always trying to be better than I thought that I could be. Mm-hmm. And that's why when you work out, you need a trainer, because a trainer will like push you to be better than you think you can. So to answer your question, it's a beautiful film. I enjoy it today and still cry at certain points.
Well, I want to thank you and Matthew for playing Who Said That, and we're going to be right back after this commercial break.
You made it so easy. You made it so easy.
Who Said That?
Diamond Nails, 4972 West Pico Boulevard, Suite 106A, Los Angeles, California, 90019. The contact number is 323-938-5140. Once again, 323-938-5140. This is where your own red carpet diva and DJ host of the Cosandra Calloway Show gets her nails done here. Diamond Nails. Get filled in.
Sacred Moon Intuitive Bodywork. 310-736-8548 or 310-403-7534.
You're about to witness a seismic event. Now, 3, 2, 1.
Contact information is medicinewoman39@gmail.com. That's MEDICINEWOMYN39@gmail.com. Sacred Moon Intuitive Bodywork.
Oh, and I want to thank Anasa for my amazing massages, because after all the working out I do, I mean, to get these arms,
yeah.
I got to get a massage. But check it, while I'm eating on this cookie, Margaret's going to tell us about being Mary Jane, because there's a lot of sex and no sex, and then the whole lupus and please, could I just come on the set one day? I just want to be there and just to watch.
Do you want to come to Atlanta? That's where we shoot it.
I could come to Atlanta.
And you know, Atlanta has its seasons, so I'm back and forth. I mean, and always repacking, because when we get there, it's like the end of winter, then we go into spring with all the pollen, and you got to pack your anti-pollen stuff, and then the next thing you know, it's hot. You got to go back and come back and pack for summer. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready. Well, I'm a New Yorker, and I lived in Atlanta for a while, but I'll wait till y'all film in the summer, because I have California blood. Okay. I'm not even going to lie.
I know it's hard. It's hard. But Atlanta, you're going to love the food. You're going to love the people. It's that wonderful hospitality, and they're always saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
So tell us about your character on Being Mary Jane.
Helen Patterson is my character. I have lupus, and that takes me sort of in and out of energy. And I lost my career because of lupus. And in real life, people, lupus is a disease that threatens African American women more than any other group. It targets other groups, but it targets us the most. And it's a very mysterious disease, because it comes in and out. The common thread of it is fatigue. Mm-hmm. So in Mary Jane, you'll see that sometimes I'm really tired, and then sometimes you wouldn't know I had lupus, and that's the reality of lupus. I've lost my career as Helen Patterson. I was a principal of a school, and I think that sometimes, you have to kind of figure, when you're developing a character, what are some of the things underneath, and I think that maybe I lived through Mary Jane. There are things that I would love to do but can't do, and I want her. As parents, we want our kids to kind of represent us, and I want the best for them. Now, the big thing that I have as the character Helen Patterson is that my loss of control and my independence because of the disease. So all these kids in the house with the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren, and my house is not the same. And I know that there are families out there who can relate to this. So there's a little bit of anger there. My granddaughter having babies and she's not married, and what is this about? And we know that we have families who can relate to this. Now, the heroes, I feel, not only that we have wonderful actors, and you all know that if you're a fan of Being Mary Jane, you know that we have terrific actors, but we have some of the best writers ever. And Richard Roundtree and I, who plays my husband, we talk about that all the time, because back in the day when I was telling you about the blaxploitation films and these early episodes that we did of Kojaks and Streets of San Francisco and all those old shows, blacks were not portrayed in a sense of very prolific, just the realness of us. It was always me crying, oh, my man out of jail, and all of this stuff. But Richard and I, we both talk about how this writing shows us as real people of relationship. Years ago, Robert Guillaume, the wonderful, talented man, he and I did a TV show as guest stars, and we commented about the writing, and what we both came up with and discovered is that what we were doing was an episode that was originally cast as white, and then they changed it at the last minute and made it black. And there was a difference in that writing. It showed a relationship. So back in the day, you're talking about 30 and 40 years ago, we didn't have black writers. Today, that's different. You can see that they're writing from the black experience as far, and not another ethnic group writing what they think we should be doing. Or saying. So that's a big step with the writing today, and what actors are being able to experience. And a lot of young actors don't realize how different and how much better things are. Now on the tip side of that, things aren't so much better, but as a whole, I think things are.
And because we have the lady, and I don't want to say her name wrong, that created your show, and Chandrilla and Shonda Rhimes, and we're able to see great writing. And Matthew actually had something to do with that too, because Matthew, don't you write music? Don't you write movies? Don't you do a bunch of writing over there as well?
Yeah, we do all of that. You know.
Oh, I didn't know he was still here. Hi, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm enjoying listening to you. You know, it's interesting because I'm writing my second book, which is the autobiography of Destiny's Child.
Now, don't forget that you said you're going to send me a book.
I already know that.
Okay, all right. You didn't ask how to get in touch with me, so I was just wondering.
Well, our people got to do that. That's why we have publicists, right?
Okay. But as you said, people don't follow through. So I'm holding you to that.
Hey, I live by what I write in that book.
Okay.
So you will get that book.
Because if I don't, I'm gonna say you show is ugly.
I'm gonna be down in Atlanta. Actually, I'm in Atlanta next week for 3 days. So maybe I'll just surprise you and come.
Okay. Well, we don't start shooting until the spring, so you got to keep California in mind.
He's gonna be in Atlanta looking. He'll be on Peachtree looking. Where's Mary Jane at? Where's Sir Gabriel at? Hey, this is Cosandra Calloway. We're gonna be right back. Hey. Hey, this is Calloway, and I'm live at Kareem's birthday party out here in LA. I got Tony Rock. Ooh, you know this party hot, yo.
Hey, yo, this is your favorite comic, Tony Rock.
I respect you, and I honor you. So let's get this photo. So now here's the deal.
Can you very special?
Okay, so now here's the deal. My brother's turning 50, right?
Yes.
Can you say, Sidolian, happy birthday from Beverly Johnson?
Sidolian?
So his name is Sidolian.
Sidolian. What a name.
Right.
Sidolian, happy birthday. Happy 50th birthday. Oh, you look hot.
Here's the deal. Here's the funny. I'm gonna lean on her because she leaned on me. She started with That's right. That is the incredible Beverly Todd, and that's just a little of how I get down on the red carpet. Now I put that Beverly Johnson piece in is because we were talking about her situation with Bill Cosby and Janice Dickerson's situation as well. But also I didn't realize when I was making my brother's 50th birthday party video that I forgot the Beverly Johnson. I had everybody else in there. So happy birthday again, C. I hope you enjoyed your 50th birthday. And I'm sorry, but look, it's played here live on the Cosandra Calloway Show on rmconair.com. I want to thank Mr. Matthew Knowles and Miss Margaret Avery. But before I go into those thank yous, I want to tell you guys who's going to be on the show, on upcoming shows. We have Mr. Well, let me see. I just forgot my whole thing here. Oh, upcoming shows. We have Charles Belks. Charles Belks actually is the Emmy Award-winning director who was arrested on Oscar about 2 years ago, saying he fit the description. Then we also have Rodney Van Johnson. Rodney Van Johnson stars on Kim Whitley's show, Raising Whitley. So Rodney Van Johnson, and actually he's going to be here for my birthday too, because I'm going to try to get 2 more guys who I almost dated and see if I can get a date for December 4th's do-over birthday party. But this is, I got Rodney. He said guys I almost went out with, or actually went out with, I might call it something else. So Rodney Van Johnson's going to be joining us, and also my good friend Chandrella Avery with Crescent Moon Camp for sickle cell anemia is also upcoming guest. And then I also have my girl Dawn from Dusk to Dawn is going to be here. So there's going to be a lot of people here for the month of November, like Miss Avery and Mr. Matthew Knowles. Matthew, before you get out of here, what is your website? He's gone. Matthew left. So hey, gotta go, Matthew, but thank you very much, Mr. Knowles, for being here. So we'll get your information up on the website and be in the video as well. Now, Miss Avery, how can they follow you on social media?
Oh, please follow me. I need followers on Instagram. I'm Margaret Shug Avery, not S-U-G like sugar, S-H-U-G, Margaret Shug Avery, as well as on Facebook, Margaret Shug Avery, and then on Twitter, it's Margaret Avery 85. 85 means the year that Color Purple came out.
Now, I was wondering that because when I was like, why does she have 85 there? I said, it has nothing to do with her age. So,
please, I'll be there soon enough.
Now, Miss Avery, before you get out of here, I'm going to ask you, can you just sing a little sister for me, please?
Okay, but I got to do a shout out for Tata Vega, because everybody thinks that I did the singing in Color Purple. It was Tata Vega. But and a little 5'2" Puerto Rican bombshell. All right, now, so here is my version of Sister. Sister, you've been on my mind. Oh, sister, we're 2 of a kind. So come on, you guys, follow me and come back to the Calloway Show.
That's right. Follow Margaret Avery, sister. We're 2 of a... Hey, I was almost on key right there.
Yeah.
Now, before I go into my thank yous and end the show, I have to show you guys this one thing that's been irritating me, and I don't know if it's been irritating you. But guys, take a look at this. Because for a while now, when I look at the videos, it always seems like Tony Braxton's like a bobblehead behind me. So if you look at the back, we kind of moved the thing around so that you don't see it. But take a look at this video real quick and tell me, am I just dreaming that this is how it looks when I'm talking, when I had the Tony Braxton plaque back there? Hey! That's how it felt to me. That's how it feels to me. Like, it's like, you're walking and I'm talking, and every time I'm moving, it just feels like a bobblehead behind me. So I love you, Tony, and that's my plaque, and I say thank you, but you won't be seeing that head behind me, because if you move, it looked like I had hair and everything else. So I say, Tony, thank you very much. But that bobblehead right there, that won't be going on anymore. Now, you're going to see some mistakes, and you're going to see a whole bunch of other stuff, but that back behind me right there, that's me when I was in Sister Magazine. I want to thank Jamie Foster Brown for making that happen. I want to thank rmconair.com, Mr. Johnny Morris, for making this studio and giving us the opportunity to do what we do. Proper preparation okay, prevents piss poor production. I wake up every day thanking God for the talents that he's given me. I thank him for Rodney John for doing my makeup and beating my face. I thank him for Levada for blinging out my laptop and all the other things that you see going on. I thank Matthew Knowles and Double Exposure Publicity for coming in and bringing them. I thank Miss Margaret Avery because every time I see her on the red carpet, whether we're at a Lupus event or whether we're at the BET Awards, she gives me nothing but respect because we are sisters. God told me to sit still in what he gave me. He said, Cassandra, as long as you are just be a little quiet. I've got something for you. I started my vision board, and the only thing on my vision board was this right here, my own studio. Well, it's not mine, it's Johnny's, but I'm glad that he's letting me share it with him. So I say thank you. I say to my brothers and my family, without you, I would not be doing this. To my best friend, Jesus Christ, I say thank you. And on 14K, I'll see you next Tuesday. Hey!
She is it, yes she is. Email Calloway2009@gmail.com.
You've just seen and heard the Cosandra Calloway Show. The Cosandra Calloway Show is filmed entirely at Roscoe's Media Center in Los Angeles, California. All content is copyright Hollywood Media Network and may not be used without express written permission. Find out more about the Calloway Nation at callowaymedia.com. Thank you for watching and listening to the Cosandra Calloway Show. This has been an On 14K production.